Welcome back. Today we driving into the future. Today, we're exploring one of the most exciting revivals in the world of performance cars, the all-new 2026 Nissan GT-R. If you're a fan of Japanese engineering, cutting-edge performance tech, and a name that's become legendary over the past 5 decades, buckle up, because the GT-R is back, and it's evolved in more ways than one. First, let's rewind. The GT-R nameplate goes back to the late 60s, but for most people, the real magic began in the 90s with the R32, R33, and R34 Skyline GT-Rs. These cars combined all-wheel drive grip, twin-turbo inline-sixes, and aggressive styling with track-tuned precision. Fast forward to 2007, and Nissan dropped the R35 GT-R car that didn't just live up to the legacy, it redefined what a high-performance car could be. With blistering now on quarter-burgering lap times, cutting-edge electronics, and a price tag that undercut European rivals, the R35 became a legend in its own right. But that was then. For nearly 2 decades, the R35 stuck around receiving updates but never a full redesign. As Fs began to dominate the conversation and the supercar world evolved, people began to ask, was Nissan going to let Godzilla go extinct? The answer, thankfully, is a resounding number. The 2026 Nissan GT-R is here, and it's a bold, forward-thinking evolution of the GT-R legacy. It's not just a redesignation, it's a reinvention. So, what's new? At first glance, you can tell this isn't just an R35 with sharper headlights. The design language is entirely reimagined. Gone is the bulky, brutish styling of the previous generation. In its place, you'll find a lower, wider stance, a more sculpted silhouette, and a sleek, aerodynamic profile that screams high-tech aggression. The front end is sharp and angular, with active aero elements that adjust on the fly. The rear is just as bold, with quad taillights that pay homage to GT-R tradition, and a massive integrated diffuser that hints at the car's performance potential. Under the hood, kind of under the hood is where things get really interesting. Nissan has embraced hybrid performance, combining a high-output twin-turbo V6 with an advanced electric motor system. It's not a full F, but it's not old school either. This is the age of electrified performance, and the 2026 GT-R is all in. The updated powertrain is a 3.0-litre VR30 DTT-based twin-turbo V6. Heavily re-engineered and paired with a dual-motor front axle that offers torque vectoring and instant electric response. Together, the system pumps out a staggering 800 horsepower and over 800 pounds-to-feet of torque. Let that sink in. That's more power than a Lamborghini Huracan N, more torque than a McLaren Artura, and delivered with the kind of precision only a hybrid system can provide. The electric motors aren't just for straight-line speed, either. They work in tandem with a new all-wheel drive system that reads road conditions, steering inputs, and throttle data 1,000 times per second. It can send power to individual wheels, helping the GT-R corner like it's defying physics. Add in active suspension, 4-wheel steering, and a lightweight carbon fiber chassis, and you get a car that feels like it's been engineered by scientists and tuned by racers. 0 to 60, just under 2.5 seconds. Top speed, electronically limited to 205 miles per hour. But the numbers only tell part of the story. Step inside, and the 2026 GT-R tells you everything you need to know about where the performance car world is heading. The interior is a perfect fusion of luxury and technology. You're wrapped in Alcantara, carbon fiber, and soft-touch leather, with a driver-focused cockpit that still feels analog, even in a digital age. A curved LED display spans the dash, blending the instrument cluster and infotainment into one seamless interface. And yes, there's still a dedicated performance telemetry screen, because what would a GT-R be without real-time lap data? But what's truly impressive is how intuitive everything feels. Nissan has taken the lessons of the R35's sometimes cluttered interface and refined them into something sleek, smart, and satisfying. There's haptic feedback on key controls. There's voice control for performance modes. And for the first time, the GT-R includes semi-autonomous track assist, an AI-powered feature that helps guide the car through optimal racing lines on select circuits. Of course, for purists, there's a manual modifier complete with paddle shifters and a newly developed 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. The shifts are razor-sharp and deliver that satisfying mechanical engagement we all crave. Now, let's talk sound. This was a big question mark when rumors of a hybrid GT-R started swirling. Would it still sound like a GT-R? Would it still have that snarling exhaust note that makes your hair stand up? Short answer: yes. And then some. Nissan worked with acoustic engineers and performance exhaust specialists to develop a new active sound system that combines natural engine sound with electronically enhanced harmonics. The result: a roar that starts deep and guttural, then builds into a futuristic scream as the revs climb. It's the past and future fused into one glorious soundtrack. And if you want to go full stealth mode, you can. Switch to F-only mode in the city and enjoy silent cruising for up to 35 miles on battery power alone. That's right, the new GT-R can operate as a pure F for short trips. Thanks to its advanced plug-in hybrid architecture. It's perfect for late-night drives or urban commutes, and it also makes the car more versatile than any GT-R before it. Let's not forget efficiency. While no one's buying a GT-R for fuel economy, the hybrid setup does offer tangible benefits. Combined mileage is estimated at 30 mpg, a big leap from the R35's thirstier petitaya, and thanks to regenerative braking and intelligent energy management, the GT-R delivers both performance and responsibility. Yes, it's still a monster, but now it's a smarter one. So, where does the 2026 GT-R fit in the broader supercar landscape? It's not trying to be a Tesla-plaid killer. It's not going after the Ferrari SF90. It's something different, something more accessible, something uniquely Japanese. The GT-R has always been about punching above its weight, about offering world-class performance without the world-class price tag. And while pricing hasn't been officially announced, insiders suggest a starting figure in the $150,000 range a year, significantly less than many of its hybrid or electric competitors. That makes it a true disruptor once again. A car that brings hypercar tech to a broader audience. A car that reminds us what happens when engineers are given freedom, time, and purpose. The 2026 GT-R isn't trying to be trendy. It's trying to be timeless. What we're looking at here is more than just a new GT-R. It's a turning point. It's the future of performance, electrified, evolved, but still deeply emotional. It honors the legacy of Skyline, R35, and every GT-R that came before, while carving a bold new path forward. So, whether you've been following the GT-R story since the R32, or you're just discovering the magic of Godzilla now, one thing is clear: the king is back. And in 2026, it's smarter, faster, and more thrilling than ever. Thanks for spending time with us here on Car Craze. If you love cars that push the envelope and redefine what's possible, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is just the beginning, we've got more future icons to explore. Until next time, keep the throttle down and the passion alive.